Hello everybody, it's the Historical Gamer once again, and today we are going to be returning to Panzer General, the original of this turn-based war game format with carryover corps, units, linked battles for campaigns, fighting through World War II from the point of view of the Germans. And we are going to be looking at the invasion of Norway tonight. We've done 2 battles in Poland, both successful, both major victories. And so we are fighting in Norway now.
Your success in Poland has impressed the General Staff.
Ah, impressed?
For your excellent leadership, you have been appointed as the commander of our combined land, naval and air assault on Norway, codenamed Operation Weserübung. Your goal is to secure all objectives in southern and central Norway by May 3rd. Your forces must be free to redeploy for the upcoming campaign in France, which is slated to begin May 10th. You should complete your mission as early as you can. This will allow us a greater chance to rest, refit and upgrade your troops prior to the invasion of France.
Alright, so we are going to be playing the Battle for Norway. We have tried to beat Norway 3 times, twice on stream, once off stream last night for me. I did manage to beat Norway off stream by the skin of my teeth, but it wasn't the kind of victory where it's like, oh, I'm going to be excited to bring this force forward into France. So rather than deal with that, I decided let's try one more time live and see if we can do better. We will see. Thank you for the resub, Major Stranger. I don't know why the alert didn't come through. We'll fix that. Alright, so first things first, what am I going to do? Let's put 1 Pioneer unit down here. They've got trucks, so we'll have 1 Pioneer unit in the south. We are going to try and take all of the towns in Norway, or at least all the towns south of the northernmost objective of Namsmos. We'll put this guy here. We'll put the 5th, 39th Aver over here. I think we've got 1 infantry unit without trucks. Do we have another one? We've got 2 without trucks? Jeez. Alright, we'll put this guy over here. I'm gonna need to upgrade one of those units to have a truck. So we're gonna upgrade this guy here so that they've got motorized transportation. Just an Opal Blitz will be... I don't do half-tracks move better through... They've got worse movement, but they've got better spotting and better initiative. They've obviously got better defenses. They can actually attack a little bit. They've got a better initiative. But their movement value is worse, so I'm assuming they don't move through rough terrain any better. Right, we've got 1 more infantry unit we're going to deploy in the north, because that area... not having a truck will be less impactful to them. Then we'll go ahead and upgrade this Panzer unit to Panzer 4Ds, because those are my favorite tank in this, or in any of these sort of 1940 scenarios. It's the best. I think it's the best all-around tank. Certainly the best support tank, so we'll go ahead and upgrade one of those there. Go ahead and get another Panzer 4D upgraded. This one will deploy in the south. Down near Oslo. You love the graphics. I mean, it's certainly... This is not... What new wargame? No, this is not new. I'm not trying to pretend it is. Alright, let's upgrade our 7.5 Lef 16NA. This is from 1994, dude. Definitely no attempt to pretend it's new here. Alright, we'll do that. I'm going to deploy all my 109s here in a gaggle. So we have 3 of them. And all of our aviation will stay in the south. Meanwhile, I've got 1 more ground unit, apparently, that I haven't deployed yet. I did deploy some infantry in the south, right? I know we have at least 1 Pioneer down there. Okay. So I deployed more up north than I have been. Real quick here, so just as a reminder, because I've played this one 3 times, and I've recorded it 3 times. So I don't want to assume if you're watching this, because this probably will only be on YouTube once, that you know everything about this battle. So the Oslo force is down here in the south. We're deploying to take Oslo with this sort of grouping here. If we swing the map over a little bit. Come on. Is the map not going to move over? Okay. Oh my god. No! Center the map! Oh my god. Alright, anyway, so we're going to deploy toward Oslo. We got a couple of units deploying toward Ardenal and Kristianstad, but basically the goal is to take every single town, all these towns here, on the route to Trondheim, which is the objective over here, and then also drive north toward Nasmos. Now we do have 2 paratrooper units, which I am tempted, based on some feedback from someone in the chat, to try and send those guys all the way up north up here toward Narvik, and maybe we can take Narvik. I don't even know. Narvik isn't really... So the problem here is the British have a huge navy, and so they're going to bring their fleet down through this channel, and then they're going to deploy their fleet in these 2 bays here at Trondheim and at Namsmos. And if we put any of our troops here, they're going to get bombarded to death, just obliterated with naval gunfire, until our navy can pull the enemy fleet off, at least for a time, and maybe deal some pain to them. So last time I played, I tried to drop the paratroopers up here toward Mojan, and they did manage to pull the British fleet north, which was kind of clutch in allowing me to take Trondheim. But they did end up dying, and they didn't end up taking the base. So they ended up delaying the British Navy by about 2 to 3 turns, and then the British kind of were free. By then we deployed our regular fleet, and we kind of kept the pressure off our ground units. We did manage to get it up toward Nasmos and take it on the last turn. So we were able to win in my last attempt here, but it was not pretty. We took huge casualties. I almost think that landing an Air Force here near Stanger might be more prudent. The only issue is it's only 3 hexes off the coast, so it is definitely in bombardment range of both cruisers and battleships, which the British have a lot of. So I almost feel like you've got to wait to take that. But obviously trying to take Mojan up here at this port on the coast is also maybe not a great idea. The alternative is perhaps driving them all the way up north toward Narvik, taking these bases up here, because the fleet won't be anywhere near there. Maybe it pulls the British north. You can load them back up on these airfields here, and then maybe swing south and try and land again towards some of these other cities in the south. I'm not really sure if that's a good plan or not. I really don't know. I mean, there's also a good chance they get destroyed en route. So, but anything I can do to like lessen the huge swarms of enemy ships and troops. So maybe going way north is smart. Maybe that'll open things up further south for us. Stanger actually is probably the most intelligent, because that kind of acts as a bottleneck for Nasmos with these woods here as well. The key to us taking the base last episode, or last attempt here, was destroying the British fleet, though, because I just basically threw guys on transports at Trondheim, sailed them across this little bay, and landed them in this open terrain here so we could avoid all these wooded areas. So I'm really not sure. I guess we'll see. We'll start with sending our paratroopers up north and see where we go with that. Meanwhile, we've got to get our troops ashore. So this turn really is just going to turn into us sailing transports toward the coast. And I think that's all the transports down here. Did I not deploy an infantry? Oh, we got 1 Pioneer, so we don't have a lot of infantry down here. This Ver unit, I think this is unoccupied, so we'll go ahead and sail them there, and they'll take that port next turn. These guys can go ashore right away. They'll take this port next turn. We'll sail these guys up toward here. I know there's a patrol boat around here. We should be able to... Is that the last one who can reach him, though? Fudge. So we can't actually get here. Alright, well, maybe we'll finish him off. Yep, we did. Nice. Alright, so we wiped out that enemy patrol boat here near Stavanger. We'll send our destroyer in here to spot the enemy coastal battery. Won't actually do any real damage to it, but... Send our Stuka over here to try and take out this coastal battery again. Didn't really do anything here. Send our battleship in to go for the enemy anti-aircraft battery there. Heavy cruiser can't reach it. Great. I blocked off its route into the... Well, that sucks. Alright, so we're going to send our fighters in here. Maybe they can deal with the enemy. We've had really bad luck the last 2 times I've tried to play this in like our RNG rolls when it comes to trying to knock out enemy air units. We did manage to wipe out that enemy unit, so I guess that's good. Okay, we'll put the Ju-88 behind those fighters. I don't know. I mean, the enemy will probably send fighters down. They might be able to flank and go around the Ju-88. I'm not sure. We'll see. We'll take that port next turn. Going for these locations up north near Trondheim. Get our warships out of this sort of open sea area and to cover the fleet. Panzer General, defined your childhood. You put thousands of hours into it. I don't know if I got thousands of hours, but I definitely got multiple hundreds of hours. Our subs in the north are going around these islands because if they go south, they'll go right across the channel for the landing. Or not the landing, but the transfer of the British fleet toward Trondheim, so we look to avoid that. Meanwhile, I should probably buy another fighter, right? Like, the enemy has so many aircraft, and they end up getting so many really good Spitfires that it nukes me. So they also have just a lot of naval attacks, so one more fighter shouldn't hurt. The Spitfire is so much better. I guess part of it's the experience thing, too. Like, I think the British units tend to get a little bit of experience early on, and if you don't defeat them, they will crush you. Oh, interesting. So they went for my landing craft there with their fighters, those Norwegian fighters. Okay. And here's the massive fleet moving south now. Is that up near Narvik? I'm not sure where that was. Alright. Can this cruiser get in here now? It can. So send the cruiser over here. Hit those anti-aircraft guns. I hate why, like, I lose the cursor sometimes. Interestingly, I did not manage to destroy that anti-aircraft gun. What if I bomb it? Can I? Didn't really work. We know there's enemy fighters over here near Ardenal. Can my newly raised BF-109 get over there without forcing me to compromise my escort of my bombers over here? It can. Okay, so I guess maybe we put one fighter here. Let's move this 6 fighter out. Hopefully it doesn't expose it to getting obliterated, and we'll wipe out that enemy aircraft. Land and take that port. I'm like one fighter shy of being where I want to be. I just don't know. I don't know where he's going to try and throw his fighters. PZ4s, time for the landings. Meanwhile, let's try and move these paratroopers up the side of the map. Maybe they'll avoid enemy attention while they move north. Take that base. I'm assuming there's enemy troops here in this port now. Yep, they bought them. Okay. What's this? Destroyer. It's always important to take out enemy destroyers, because you can beat the Royal Navy. If you get all their destroyers, the Royal Navy are sitting ducks, because cruisers and battleships cannot hurt subs. So if you manage to destroy their destroyers, lol, they can't do anything to stop you, basically. Alright, so we knocked out one enemy destroyer. It does look like they've got a light cruiser, so we'll see if that comes after us, but we should be able to get all our troops off their ships here, so at least only the warships are targets for that light cruiser. Okay. See if we can weaken the enemy troops here at Stavanger with our naval bombardment. A bunch of destroyers coming in here to weaken them. We can force that patrol boat out by attacking it with our ground units, and that port in the south is now ours. Okay, good news. So all of our turn units have moved. We're sitting in 513 prestige, so that's a decent amount. We haven't really had to spend anything yet on reinforcements. That'll change for sure. Interesting. So their fighters went for our artillery, and their bombers went for our pioneers. Weird. So they moved a destroyer down to bombard some of those troops that landed near Trondheim. I have not seen them be quite that aggressive in that way before. They went for a heavy cruiser. That a little less surprising, but it does seem like they're going for that initial cruiser task force more aggressively than I've seen in the past. Let's keep trying to... So this is... Alright, so let's see, they've got a destroyer, is it? And a light cruiser here. Alright, so we knocked out an enemy ranged vehicle. They did do some heavy damage to this light cruiser of ours, but we have destroyed one destroyer, and now we've damaged a second destroyer, and we sank a light cruiser, so far without ship loss anyway. We've taken some casualties for our ships here, but... Alright. Mold is ours. Got it. Alright, so knocked out a British unit here at this port. Oh, no, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, well. I meant to throw them on fucking jeeps, not... or trucks, not... Alright. You can't, because if you unload from ships after loading the same turn, they don't... They use their turn up. Now we're going to start moving our shipping north, because there will be troops on that other port hex. Destroy this guy at this airfield. We'll use our destroyers on the Stavanger garrison. Should be able to finish it off next turn, so we'll move 3 of our destroyers out. Interestingly enough, they didn't strafe that artillery piece. Huh. Alright, what was that anyway? Is it a... I think it's a Hurricane. Usually the first aircraft down here is a Hurricane. What's the most experienced unit fighter I have? None of these guys are very experienced. I thought I'd been doing elite replacements with my fighters, but that might be half my problem. Okay, there you go. Again, that's a Hurricane, so they're not as effective, but, you know, a kill's a kill, right? And it does give my air units experience shooting them down, so... Alright, battleship here. Nice, okay, so maybe the cruiser can finish this guy off? Nope, it can't. Alright, so our destroyer damaged that coastal battery. Our battleship finished off. Come on, give me the hex... Come on. Where is the damn... There we go. Alright, so we're going to start moving our shipping out. Let's move this guy here. Take that town. Artillery dropped a hammer on the enemy troops there. I'm not going to attack that port here. They're dug... Oh, actually, let's undo this. We destroyed their anti-aircraft, so that's good. Let's go ahead and use our Stuka here. Then I can move my Stuka back to be under the cover of the fighters I've already moved down here. I'm going to take a risk. They may destroy the Ju-88, but we'll get that enemy aircraft, that Blenheim. Move up toward Kongsberg. It looks like we've got line of sight on it, so that should be open. It is. We took it. Right, we also took... What is this town? Honefoss. So, quickly breaking up through the left flank of this bay by... whatever this is. Their entrenchments are down to 6. I'm thinking we gamble. What's this unit here? It's got less than a star. We got a rugged defense, and we didn't take any damage. Oh my god, that's the luckiest moment. Not of my life, but of my experience in this game. Alright. Now that since we're taking all of the port objectives, we can, I think, we can manage to avoid... Yeah, I'm going to head north for these objectives up here and try and take these British locations here. I don't know how much that affects anything, but I don't know. I just don't want to drop the paratroopers in range of naval gunfire, so... Anyway, so we just took a bunch of little towns. Still, I don't think we've spent anything on reinforcements, or not much. I do know that that strategic bombers are more effective against ships than they are anything else, pretty much. But the enemy still has a lot of fighters around, so I don't want to get my bombers destroyed by, you know, overcommitting to that. I was sending bombers out without escort, and I don't have the range of my fighters to cover an attack on the shipping yet. Alright, so... Can this guy hit from here? No, he can't. Okay. The enemy artillery appears to have pulled back. Wait, is it raining? It is. Okay, so our air units can't really do anything this turn because it's raining. Meanwhile, my battleships are going to start moving toward the northern area near Trondheim because they have to. God damn it. I was hoping we'd destroy that enemy ship there that turn, but apparently not. We did manage to... take Oslo this turn. Come on. Alright, we're gonna move these troops that way. We'll move the artillery. Well, we'll move all of our aviation around this airfield because since it's raining, we can't do any air combat, and we can use this turn to get these guys refueled. So if you're adjacent to an airfield, you can draw supplies from it, basically. Okay, so we drove that artillery off. I was like, did I not land these guys? But it's like, no, I did. They just haven't... they gotta unload again. Damn it. Always sucks to take damage from shore fire for your warships, but they're at least weakening those enemies there. Are these guys even dug in anymore? They're not. Okay, good. So move in, take the airfield, attack, and drive the enemy infantry out of town. Okay, let's... I hate spending elite reinforcements on a guy getting hit by air power because they're just going to keep bombing him. Well, they can't bomb him next turn, I guess, so that's good. So we'll pull our shipping into this bay here for a little bit of protection until the rest of our naval forces come up and are ready to do something. The enemy destroyer that we had slightly damaged withdrew. So we sank one destroyer, damaged a second, and sank a light cruiser. Man, we got a long way to go all the way up here. Maybe we should just... They can't hurt me with air power this turn, right? So, like, maybe we should just make a... Well, they could still hit me with... Can anti-aircraft shoot at me? No, because we know they still have a large fleet around here, so we won't do that. This is number 4, J Street. I did manage to win last night. I just didn't record it or stream it. On the last turn. How much is anti-air? 84? That's cheap as fuck. Hell yeah. We're going to buy that. We're going to deploy that up north here. So we'll go after those enemy bombers next turn if they don't move. They're also decent against ground units, that particular type of anti-aircraft anyway. All right, let's see what happens here. So they're at Lilyhammer, I think, with one fighter. Nice. So our artillery piece just knocked that enemy gun out. Do I want to do that? Alright, well that was not quite the result I was hoping for, but I think it was right on the objective. There he is. 3 and 3. This is a Spit 2, so I'm, you know, an even trade with a Spit 2 is probably good for me. Compared to what we've been seeing anyway. Yeah, 5-1, that's more what we've been seeing. Disastrous results. But 3-0, I'll take that. Any chance we can finish him off? Probably not. Hey, we got it! We fucking destroyed a goddamn Spitfire. Hell yeah, brothers. Alright, let's reinforce that guy. Bring our armor out that way. Alright, we'll bring our destroyers up. Nice. That was a great result. I like that the enemy bomber ran away. He's like, oh, they bought anti-aircraft. Maybe I should fly away. Although our anti-aircraft only has a range of 0. It can't actually hit anything. Unless it's directly underneath it. So that's a thing. Yeah, they're probably going to keep reinforcing this Norwegian infantry there. But we did take Stavanger. Battleship finished off the enemy ship there. As we work on getting these warships to the desired location. I wonder if it's worth reinforcing the destroyer. Probably get bombed next turn by the enemy. Air power. Let's put them in port so they can't rebuild there. And does it make sense to keep pushing north? I'm assuming there's no enemy fighters up there, but what the hell do I know? Well, there's troops here. This is probably very foolish. I probably shouldn't be sending these paratroopers that far north. What are we at prestige-wise? I think we took another town or two here, right? 817. We did spend some on some reinforcements for some units. Allied General in this series? There was a game called Allied General. Yes, you are correct. Alright, so the fleet continues to move south. Interesting. I don't know if they tried to bomb and missed, or if they didn't try. I'm assuming they tried to bomb and missed there. Okay, so is it raining again? Goddamn, the weather is such a goddamn curse in this particular scenario. What's this guy dug in? He's only dug in one. Why is he so good? Oh my god. Didn't even get him. Okay, well, whatever. Alright, we'll pull our fighters back here to do some replenishments, I guess. I don't have anywhere else to put them, and the BF-109 is such horrible fuel quantity that... Well, actually, maybe we should pull... He can't get to that other airfield. I was like, this one's only at level 4. I might want to repair him, but... Alright, so we took that port. It's probably not worth reinforcing a destroyer, right? Because you can do it, and their experience level's so low that I wouldn't do elite reinforcements anyway. I'd be curious how much it would cost, though. So this is at 859. I hope we don't spend too much. I wish it told you, like the newer games, it tells you like what you're going to spend. So for 2 hit points, we're at 859. For 2 hit points on a destroyer, it took us... Oh, that wasn't bad at all. That might be worth it, honestly. Just to get our destroyers up to strength. What's this guy's experience? 2.5 stars. I don't know where the enemy went by Stavanger. I beat it last night, so I'm probably getting my hopes up. When I shouldn't be. But I did beat it last night. I barely beat it, though. It was like a minor victory where it was very much a Pyrrhic victory where I was not well situated for the follow-up battle in France, so I decided let's play it again live and see if we can do better. Alright, paratroopers. So here's the risk, like, well, I guess they can't actually fly anything against me this next turn, so we can... So maybe we can take Narvik. We'll see. They'll probably buy a bunch of stuff right in front of us. I mean, Narvik isn't an objective either, so this is sort of just the hope that it'll draw the British north if I land there. I don't know if that's true, but if it draws them way north, that'd be great. So let's see. Lilyhammer feels like it's going to be a real pain in our ass. And actually, that would have been a good place for our paratroopers because they could land behind the river then, right? Is it still raining? We've had real bad weather this whole... It's slowing us down. We've had real bad weather this whole game so far. Okay. So there's enemy troops without experience, and there's British troops without experience. So I'm hopeful, because the paratroopers have multiple stars. We can take both these objectives in the north. We just took one of the airfields. Okay, so we took goal, which is kind of one of the stumbling blocks in the advance. This bad weather's weird because it's giving me a chance to get my air units fueled up and ready for the next, like, fully fueled up and ammoed up. But it's not really situating me well for... Yeah, I can't get there. Where did their paratrooper go? Or their other infantry go, though? That's my concern. There's in the woods there. Alright, let's go for Donbass here in the south. The weather's bad. I'm hopeful that it's out of range of the bulk of the British fleet over here near Trondheim, so that they won't, and we can just shorten our route to Trondheim, save a little bit of time. No, we didn't hit the damn wrong button again. I hate how easy that is to do because they're side by side. Right, 749. So green reinforcements for our destroyers. Not bad at all. We can replace those naval losses, or those naval hit points, and I don't think the AI ever replaces its naval losses. And our destroyers basically have no experience to start. So it's not like I'm really penalizing myself by doing that. Alright, get the battleships. And cruisers. Maybe we'll be able to sail by that enemy regiment here with our battleships and lend some aid. Alright. We'll see what happens. I like to play boats in this game, and you don't get a lot of scenarios where you get to play boats. Oh shit, they're moving their fleet out toward me? Well, they just bombarded someone. Is it still raining? I didn't look. I have not... I know that historically speaking, it would be accurate to have tons of rain, but I've never seen this in this scenario before where it rains every single day. That is, to say the least, that's a issue in terms of our timetable is going to get thrown completely out of whack. Who did they bombard with that? I swear I heard them shoot something. Oh shit. They're going after my surface task forces? Are they really going to come after my... Because they just took 2 health out of that... or 6 health out of that destroyer. It had fully repaired. Is the AI like, hey, if you're going to repair your ships, we're coming for you, man. Alright, let's pull back a little bit with the rest of our fleet. We'll see how far they want to pursue. Tripwire of destroyers, I guess. Or subs, that is. Sorry. And let's pull this damaged destroyer back. Okay. This Pioneer needs to get off the damn boat if the enemy's going to show up with their fleet. So put them there. They're on trucks. They can move. Alright, took some heavy casualties on both these units, which are fairly experienced and expensive to replace, but I think it's worth it if we can win more quickly there. Where the hell did the enemy go? I wonder if he's trying to go for where that... There's a port up here the Pioneer took, right? Well, no, it's nowhere near. I don't know. I don't know where he's going. How far can you fly? You're probably going to need to help at Lilyhammer. That's fine. You can do that from there. Okay, what about the paratroopers up in the north? Really? Just a 2-2? That's all I get? Well, that result was a lot better than forecast. And that one was worse. Alright. Maybe I won't take that port from the enemy. Okay. End turn. See what happens. They're moving their ships to be able to bombard me. That battleship just moved to max range. Probably going after the troops which were trying to take. Yeah, they just hit these guys. Are they moving troops out of Trondheim to come after me? Is it still raining? Because this may just lose me the game. Like, if it's going to rain this whole... Okay, we've got decent weather, actually. So let's do this. Alright. I don't really know what to expect. That should shield that guy. Go ahead and spend a lot of prestige to reinforce that fighter unit to near full strength. The ground is all still mud, that's the problem. Just gonna keep pursuing this Norwegian infantry wherever it's going. It's not my Richmond per se. Again, I won last night, J Street. Come on. These guys attack successfully. These guys fail. Okay. Narvik, you're supposed to fall easily. Otherwise, I'm just wasting these paratroopers' time. I was hoping maybe it would pull the British Navy north, but apparently not. Where are all those British troops forming up that we are seeing constantly? I'm a little nervous because I haven't seen a lot of enemy air units yet, or lately. Just this one Blenheim, whatever the hell it is. Which makes me nervous that they're gonna come get me with something. But there's always the chance they're purchasing other stuff. There we go. Very good results. Well, now we need to get the Navy involved, because now we're approaching Trondheim, right? Alright, let's move this bomber over here. Maybe it can start picking off the enemy shipping. Give it some coverage with those fighters. Oh my god, come on. Give me a, like, we had a 1 to 4. There we go. Wiped out that retreating, or whatever that Polish unit was doing. I'm not sure. Or not Polish, Norwegian. Alright, battleship's getting close. We're getting close to being ready to try and make a play for the naval battle. Maybe 2 turns? Did we already attack up at Narvik, or was that last turn? I don't even remember. We have not. Nice. Alright, Narvik's ours. It doesn't really matter, per se. But I think they're buying a bunch of units here, maybe? At Bodo? Okay, is it just the naval units? Is that all that's left? Yeah, it would appear so. Alright, we're at 630 prestige. Let's see what the next turn has in store for us. And they just blew something up with artillery. I think it was an infantry unit. It might have been the first unit we've legit lost. Oh, was it the anti-aircraft unit? Okay, well that's the cheapest thing we've got, so... Alright, let's spend a turn reinforcing. At least somewhat. We'll maybe try and move some of these units north of Trondheim. Maybe. Alright, well, let's do this. Let's get our Stuka up here to bomb the enemy artillery. It'll also give us some intel on what's up here. So there's an anti-aircraft gun here. Alright. Damage that destroyer. So we can see the enemy fleet. One destroyer, one heavy cruiser, one destroyer, one... Okay, so there's... T-boat. Alright, so we might finish that destroyer off next turn. How much fuel do these guys have left? Not a ton. It's kind of like how much... The destroyers can't hurt me off a couple hexes here, but the... battleships and shit can. I also don't love the idea of moving troops in jeeps and shit. There. Alright. I'm gonna need to start moving some of my ships toward the enemy, though. Let's see, the battleship is how far? Alright, so actually the battleship's here. So next turn could be the turn to say start moving, but I say the battleship's got longer range, so I say start moving the destroyers now. Big naval battle coming. I don't like the fact that I'm moving and not yet in a position of, like, I can attack. Usually, in my opinion, in this game, when you're moving navally, you want to move first. You don't want to be responding. But the enemy's going to have two choices, basically, with their heavy forces. They're going to either be able to start bombarding our ships or our infantry as we come into sight, or they're going to be... It's just the battleship out this way? Okay, okay. Our fighters are going to start running out of fuel here soon. We're going to have to take that airfield pretty quickly. We might be able to do that. I don't know. We'll see. I prefer Panzer General 1, but to each their own, you know? Everybody has their own preferences. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay, so our paratroopers took the two northernmost cities. In theory, I could buy some stuff up there and drive south toward... Well, that's a long drive. I didn't realize we were quite that far from Namsos. How much do we have prestige-wise? 420? We'll buy one tank up there. Maybe I'll throw the guys back on their planes. If there's really no enemy fighters, we could potentially fly them south and just re-land them like paratroopers, you know, because that's what they are. Okay. Oh, jeez, that anti-aircraft nearly shot my Stuka down. That was devastating. Alright, so these are 2 light cruiser and a battleship. I can't quite get there. What's my fighter? Alright, the Stuka's got to pull back to survive. Alright, so we nearly destroyed that enemy anti-aircraft gun. Good. So I'm going to need to do something about these enemy ships, which are going to probably start obliterating me. So let's go for their, I guess, their biggest hitter. Let's go for their battleship here. We did a little bit of damage, not much, but a little bit. Our destroyer can theoretically get in range. The battleship cannot this turn. We could... So here's the thing. They're going to be enticed to come after my warships. So let's send... Oh god, I can't even get there. I guess we might lose a ground unit or 2 to enemy bombardment this turn. I think that's just the reality. I'll throw a couple destroyers out there for bait, I guess. Can these guys get there? Alright, I'll do a little bit of damage. That destroyer's a goner, but that's fine. Not going to attack the cruiser at full strength, but I'm assuming the enemy will take 2 shots to... sink our destroyer with some of their heavier ships. In any event, I'm assuming the enemy's not going to be focusing on my ground units this turn. They're probably going to be focusing on my ships. So we got a couple of good first punches in. Second wave will come in. The battleship will be in range next turn. My air unit took some casualties there. What's this fuel? 10. So we'll have 1 turn, I think, to get... Hey, we sank that destroyer with our fighter. Hell yeah, brothers. Nice. Alright, we drove that enemy back. Pioneers move. We're still going to run into an issue where that one enemy city up in the north is going to become a bottleneck. And I can't really get south all that effectively. So let's throw some paratroopers back on planes and we'll fly them south. Move this armor in that direction. Again, I think there's a whole bunch of guys at Bodo. Alright, how many turns do we have left? 15? 16? 14. Shit. That is not... They have so many units there that is not enough time, I don't think, to push through their lines. But we'll see. They're going after my destroyers here this turn. That's okay. They got 1 of them. Effectively, they got 2 of them. They got nearly a sub. Fuck. Alright. We need the airfield this turn. So let's see, what is this? Destroyer, T-boat, heavy cruiser. I kind of want to focus on their T-boat just because my fear is they will obliterate my subs, and my subs are... Oh my god, didn't do anything. My 3 subs are so important. Did they sink one of them? No, okay. I got 2 at full strength. Alright. Goodbye, T-boat. Alright, where's our, Alright, so that enemy battleship's down to... My fighter's taking damage there, not so much the, enemy ship. What's the fuel here? Should be enough. Are these destroyers or what are these? Heavy cruisers? They got so many ranged ships here. Oops, undo. There we go. Nearly destroyed that enemy unit there. Stuka, you need to pull back and repair, I guess. Trondheim might fall next turn, at least some of it. Okay, finished off that enemy cruiser. Please shoot at my destroyers. That's my ask. I don't know if you can refuel from airfields that are... adjacent or not. We're going to try and send these paratroopers down to Namsmos and maybe hit it from the other direction. What's the prestige here? 466. So last time when I defeated the British Navy, they were split between Trondheim and Namsmos. So they took 3 turns to destroy a destroyer. Another 3 to destroy another destroyer. I'm not worried about the destroyers. I want the heavy ships to survive. Alright, what's this? Destroyer, destroyer, destroyer. Okay. Enemy destroyer gone? Because again, remember, the only thing that can attack those subs are the destroyers. Nice. Holy crap, those are some good die rolls there. Yes! Alright, we just destroyed a whole bunch of British ships here. Did these guys refuel? Please tell me they did. They did, yes. Clutch. Okay, so artillery, can you hit Trondheim? No? Oh, you gotta move 1 hex closer. Alright, the carrier's there. These guys are at full fuel or full enough. So the heavy cruiser and the battleship look like they're withdrawing. I can't get my subs up there. Weaken the enemy cruiser so they can't do too much damage to us, I guess. Is the weather bad again? Is that another bad day for the weather? Fucking. It would be. Okay. Alright, paratroopers. There's gotta be someone. Oh, shoot. Don't do that. There's gotta be someone here, right? And it's also too far north. Like, I don't care about that. What I care about is Namsos down here. So maybe we want to take this port, because we could buy units in their rear. I don't know how many turns early you have to take it to get a major victory or not. I need to start moving some of these units north. But obviously I can't leave myself too weak. Alright, so we took one of the objectives at Trondheim. So now we've just got the northernmost objectives. This guy needs to buy fuel. Or elite reinforcements. Alright. When I played it last night, I had a situation where my my air unit, bless its soul, got... Or not my air unit. My naval... Sorry, not naval. My tank unit blocked the entire advance to Namsos. Because it ran out of fuel and it was surrounded by enemies, so it couldn't resupply. Which is almost what I just did with this Panzer unit here. I'm assuming we're going to get, like, swamped by everything here, but I'm just trying to bust a hole open in that direction as quickly as I can. Because, again, I don't know what the qualifications are in this for, you know, a decisive. Someone could probably look it up. But it might be 10 turns, in which case we're not going to do that. But if it's like 5 turns early, then we've got a chance. At the very least, my core should remain in pretty good pretty good shape, pretty intact. Okay, that was a rugged defense, but we only lost one. That is the... Again, we've had some good rolls on rugged defenses. Is this another destroyer? No. Cruiser? Cruiser. I'd rather use my battleships against enemy land targets, but I'm not sure any of them are in reach right now, so... They've got the carrier in the damn port. Good weather too, right? Hallelujah. Save that bastard. Oh, why did I do that? Alright, I did a little bit of damage to the carrier, but it's not worth it. Don't they... Did I sink their battleship, or is it still around here somewhere? It's got to be around here somewhere still. Alright. One paratrooper down. This tank here up in the north should hopefully bottle these enemy troops up. Move these paratroopers south. Knock those guys out. These pioneers are getting nice experience just mopping up troops in the south. That heavy cruiser just finished off. Where's the enemy battleship? Still got to be around here somewhere. You've got full fuel. Go figure it out. There he is. 5 strength. So I got to finish off the carrier. The battleships, my battleships though, will be useful in knocking out that enemy anti-aircraft unit, so the rest of my aviation can come in and support. Subs can take care of the carrier. The carrier is really not a threat. I guess I'd just try and get some experience for my Stuka down here. Did I forget about this destroyer way in the rear? Alright, where are we prestige-wise? Jenga ship? Was that the worst bite we just sank? Alright, so we're not going to take it this turn. So again, if the Major is taking with 10 turns to spare, that won't happen. That would seem a little bit harsh if we had to take it with that much time. Usually it's like 5, maybe 7. And of course, now that I finally got the enemy where I want him, where I can start using my aviation against him, because we'll have shore bombardment to take out flak. It's raining. Watch it rain the rest of the frickin' game. Alright. Where'd the carrier go? Alright, so got some recon out that way. I'm not really worried about the carrier because it can't effectively harm me. I'm sure we'll spot it somewhere. I'm hoping that we get good weather tomorrow and we can use our aviation to its fullest extent? Did they withdraw maybe into the interior? They did. Okay. Alright, well that carrier's trapped. My subs can't do anything except sink that thing, so we'll let them go do that. I guess refuel, boys. Should have moved the fighter onto the Hex, not the... I'm a little nervous to start hitting these guys. They're dug in. Maybe just reinforce for one turn. Here's where this fucking lame-ass terrain comes into play. What's the, They have defensive values, but they can't do attack at all? Okay. Is this just a 7.5? It is. Free experience for that tank unit, I guess. There's so much clapping! The stupid enemy carrier's in the way for me to use Trondheim the way I would like to. Alright, there we go. Carrier's dead. Okay. Is it still raining? God damn it. The game really doesn't want to give me too big of an advantage. I guess the positive with it raining is I don't think they can shoot at my... Alright, what's the entrenchment level 1? How am I not doing any damage to these guys? Could use some more frickin'... Alright, they're low on fuel. Pull them back. Don't let anyone die because I get lazy. All right, we're going to buy 2 more units in the north. I wouldn't mind a Luftwaffe Fallschirmjäger unit myself. Where heavy infantry is not too expensive. These are all still core units, so they'll carry over to France too and maybe get a little bit of experience before France. Anybody know? Is it still... Oh my god, thank god. Why can't these guys attack? They have no ammo. Of course they don't. Okay. What do we want to do here? Let's use our naval power to its greatest extent. Does it destroy or remove entrenchments? They're at 4. It does. Good job, boys. Alright. Hey! I want to give guys experience who can get it. Why is this guy not getting any experience up here fighting there? No indicator at all. Oh, I was hoping they'd get a chance to get across there. I'm just trying to get as many of my units in for attacks as we can to gain some experience. I don't know that anyone's going to like move up a star or anything in this effort, but do you get experience for landing? Because that would be nice if you did. I don't think so. Nice. Alright, I think that's it. There you go. Victory! Now, was it a major or a minor? We had, what, 8 turns left? Major victory! Yeah! Okay. Let's check out the battlefield, because this is, the only time you can buy before you deploy and start the next battle is on the battlefield here. So we have how much prestige? We've got like 4 fighter aircraft, so We got a good number of air fighters, I think. We only have one tactical bomber. We've got one strategic bomber. We have 600 prestige. I'm kind of inclined to go for another Stuka. We only have one core slot left, so we probably only want to buy one. We have 2 artillery units. We've got a decent number of armored units, so let's just buy another Stuka. I'm assuming that'll be useful in the next fight. 14th time lucky. Hell yeah, brothers. We got it. We got Norway. We got it. Yeah! Now we can just erase all of the previous videos. Well, just not post them. Erase the files off my computer. Remove them from Twitch. No evidence at all. And then we just upload the victory, and everybody's like, "Wow, you're so good. This one frustrated me so much. How could you ever win so easily?" I'm just like, I know, I'm just that good. It'll just be, you know, us on Twitch, our little secret.
The General Staff commends you for your outstanding achievements in Norway.
All right, everybody, that was a little bit of a longer one. I don't usually run episodes over an hour, but I just kind of felt like getting Norway all in one video. Also, tomorrow, I believe it's tomorrow, I will be showing an exclusive first look at a sort of a demo or a couple of scenarios for the upcoming game Burden of Command, which is a game that I've been very excited about for a number of years now. It is a turn-based World War II game that really focuses on leadership of small units as opposed to your traditional war game sort of style. I'll be playing it a bit today, and then, you know, I'll probably live stream it tonight, so like midnight on the 17th. That's when I'm allowed to start sharing content, and then posting the content from that stream at 8 o'clock or so in the morning on Tuesday. So, and that's all Central Time. So I'm really excited about Burden of Command. I don't have a ton to say about it quite yet, but that'll be what we're going to be doing next. And so I wanted to get this whole Norwegian battle in before we actually had other commitments. And we'll still look at doing one of these every week, as I had said in the first video, but I've got some other stuff in the can that I'm gonna be sort of juggling. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave your thoughts about how Norway went. And as you can see here from the footage in front of you, this live stream did continue into the invasion of the Low Countries, and so that's what'll be next in this series. But leave me your thoughts below. Until next time, I'll catch you guys later, and look for some exclusive. Only a handful of streamers are getting access to this, is my understanding. I don't know any details beyond that, but look for some exclusive Burden of Command content coming out on the channel tomorrow. All right, guys, thanks again for watching. Until next time, I'm out.